We are live again. Looks like Trump just landed in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Now C-SPAN has the Yellicopter moments from earlier today up, so let's listen in on the Yellicopter moments. If you're in chat, say hi so I know that somebody's watching.
So we're going to Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania!
And we will have a great day in Pennsylvania. It's a tremendous state. They ought to start thinking about opening it up. You have a lot of people who want their freedom, and they'll get their freedom very soon. We've been doing very well in the numbers, and I'm going to have Kaylee say a couple of words. Kaylee, please.
Oh, good. Kaylee's going to talk.
Hi there.
Hey,
I
Patricia.
just wanted to outline our pandemic preparedness. The Obama-Biden plan that has been referenced was insufficient, wasn't going to work. So what our administration did under the leadership of President Trump is do an entire 2018 pandemic preparedness report. Beyond that, we did a whole exercise on pandemic preparedness in August of last year and had an entire after-action report put together.
And if you've read the email chain by members of the scientific community, some in the administration talking about that pandemic preparedness meeting that they had, they did the role-playing, they had the situation, and in the email called Red Dawn, if you look up Red Dawn email chain, basically the scientists were saying, we're doing everything we figured out we shouldn't be doing by that role-playing.
In other words, the Obama-Biden paper packet was superseded by a President Trump-style.
So this is it. Because the Obama-Biden was paper, and she holds up the paper packet, but Trump's is in a binder. So, you know, the part about doing the testing in Trump time where you completely blow the testing for the first month and a half, and now you have 80,000 Americans dead. So, yeah, we know that Trump plan really worked because binder.
Pandemic preparedness response plan.
Which was much better, which was much more complete, and which was a lot tougher. We were given very...
A lot tougher. 80,000 Americans dead. But his plan was better.
Little when we came into this administration, and they've done a fantastic job. And I think we're going to have a vaccine by the end of the year. And I think distribution will take place almost simultaneously because we've geared up the military, and you'll see that tomorrow. All right, anything else, Kelly?
We'll have a full update tomorrow for you guys at the briefing, line by line, of how prepared we were for this pandemic, thanks to the leadership of President Trump.
Thank you. And Alex, you're going with us.
Yep. Do you want me to talk about our...
Sure.
Yeah. So, you know, Dr. Bright is up there testifying today. Everything he's complaining about was achieved. Everything he talked about was done. He says he talked about the need for respirators. We worked to...
That's a pause in the C-SPAN feed.
He procured respirators under the president's direction. He said we need a Manhattan Project for vaccines. This president initiates a vaccine Manhattan Project, diagnostic Manhattan Project, therapeutic Manhattan Project. Oh, and by the way, whose job was it to actually lead the development of vaccines? Dr. Bright. So while
that problem, the pausing may be on my end here, so I apologize.
He's not showing.
Okay, now they're just attacking Dr. Bright. C-SPAN is having difficulty pushing this out there. Let's see if I pause and hit play again, if that fixes it. All right.
To be part of that.
Okay, we're having technical difficulties with Azar.
Who was in a choir.
Oh, I want to hear this analogy.
And is now trying to say he was a
Sorry.
soloist back then. What he was saying is what every single member of this administration and the president was saying. We need more personal protective equipment. We need more ventilators. We need therapeutics. We need vaccines. Every single thing this president was on, this president
Okay, that's C-SPAN.
achieved, and Dr. Bright was part of a team and was simply saying what everybody else at the White House and at HHS was saying. Not one bit of difference. And on hydroxychloroquine, Dr. Bright literally signed the application for FDA authorization of it. Literally, he's the sponsor of it.
Too little, too late. 80,000 dead.
His allegations do not hold water. They do not hold water.
Hold water 100%. We still are unprepared. There still is no national plan.
Response in terms of doctors
That's C-SPAN.
writing letters and people calling on the hydroxychloroquine. And this guy's fighting it. No reason to fight it.
Well, I mean, it kills people. I mean, apart from that, no reason to fight it.
But more importantly than that, we've had tremendous response to the hydroxy. We've had the great...
It's all anecdotal evidence, but Trump is... You can't comprehend that.
Along with it, and the Z-Pack. So, a lot of people have sworn by it, and we'll see. But I'll tell you what, to me, I watched this guy for a little while this morning. To me, he's nothing more than a
disgruntled employee. Yeah, we know.
A really disgruntled, unhappy person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not just talking about Alex, because Alex said it strongly, but there are a lot
C-SPAN's having
of
problems.
people
Sorry.
that do not like the job he did. I don't know him. I never met him. I don't want to meet him. But I watched him, and he looks like an angry,
Disgruntled employee?
employee. Who,
Yeah.
frankly, according to some people, didn't
The
do a very
best
good job.
words.
All right. Any other questions?
Chairman Burr just announced he's stepping down. Your reaction?
Who is stepping?
Chairman Burr, Senator Burr, the man who's...
He announced he's stepping down?
temporarily during
I didn't know that, no.
Have you ever discussed the investigation into Senator Burr with anyone at the Justice Department?
No, I never have. No, I didn't know. When did he announce?
Oh, C-SPAN's having a lot of difficulty today. Oh, you know why? Because everyone's watching the hearing.
From his chairmanship.
I know nothing about it. Nothing about it. No, I never discussed it with anybody. That's
C-SPAN's as prepared for big days as the Trump administration is for pandemics.
That's too bad.
C-SPAN should get a binder.
We'll see. We'll see. We got a lot of things going with China. We're not happy about China. I will tell you that. The ink wasn't dry on a great trade deal, and all of a sudden, the plague comes in from
You know, because the trade deal
China. We're not happy
caused the
about it.
plague?
I'm okay with it. I'm okay
I couldn't hear the question.
with it. The W tree. If you look
The
at
W
World
trio?
Trade, not only the World Health.
The
and when
W
we make
trio.
an announcement on the World Health Organization
In a short period of time?
shortly, soon.
Sure, okay.
Probably next week sometime.
Which
But the
means
World
3
Trade
weeks, which means
Organization is
never.
Horrible. We've been treated very badly. I've been saying it for a long time. And
He
we
has.
act on
He's
it.
been
When I
wrong.
talk, we act on it. The World Trade, they treat China as a developing nation.
That is true. That's just a
Therefore,
classification.
China gets a lot of the benefits that the U.S. doesn't get. They have other countries that are developing nations. And the people sitting in the Oval Office should never have let that happen. I'm going to Pennsylvania, yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
Okay, critical political thinking.
Counting. I never
Good job
discussed it with them.
thinking
Death
politically,
is death.
critically.
We don't want people dying in this country. And we've done a great job. We've done a great job. I'll tell you what. What we've done on ventilators and what we've done on testing, except the press doesn't
Fail
write it that
completely
way.
on the
We have
testing?
all this-
I mean, we have the evidence. We weren't
do.
testing.
But what we've done on testing, we've now tested more than the entire world.
Combined?
Together.
You have not.
Entire world-
That is an absolute 100% lie. We've tested 10 million.
Together,
The world
we
has
have many
tested
more
over
tests than
21.
they do, and better tests.
Why? Why lie about
And
that?
the reason
It's
we have more
complete
cases
nonsense.
is because we have more testing. We've done a great job.
I mean, we can add up the numbers from the rest of the world, and China doesn't even put their numbers in. They've tested the most likely.
Acknowledged by the press.
They don't acknowledge that we've tested more than everyone combined
Yeah, I
because
can't
it's
hear a word
not
you're saying.
true.
Go ahead. I can't hear.
All right, well, that was your Yellicopter Moments. He's going to be landing and speaking in Pennsylvania soon, so I'll come back for that. And then we also have him speaking with governors yesterday that I didn't get a chance to cover, so we'll cover that as well. So stay tuned, except that I'm stopping this, so don't stay tuned on this. Keep an eye out. The best way to get the notifications, guys, if you go to youtube.com/KevinLeeFather, then you hit the little bell. I'll show you how that works. So let's get rid of this. And let's see what's going on with My Pillow Guy. That's the important part. Let's go to live here. He might be speaking in Allentown already. Let's find out.
If you told
that is apparently not Trump speaking in Allentown. So if we go to youtube.com/KevinLeeFather, the best way to get notifications is you click the little subscribed over here, and then next to that is a bell. If you click that bell, you get a notification. Oh, good. Critical thinking is engaging. I thought you were blocking my channel. What's going on? You said you were going to block my channel, and yet here you are. But let's talk. Good. Okay, fail on testing. There is a site in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Yeah, there has been no response, meaning no one even wants a test. They aren't even sick. Look at the facts and the numbers. Okay, there may be nobody there who wants testing, but here's what you need to concentrate with testing. The reason there's 80,000 people dead, we got the virus on the same day as South Korea, and they started testing immediately, and our tests failed. The CDC produced contaminated tests, and that went on for 6 weeks. And during that 6 weeks, that's when the virus seeded and germinated and grew exponentially. And that's why we have so many cases. And that's why we have so many deaths. I'll show you numbers. You want numbers? Let's take a look at numbers. Here we go. I'm going to zoom in for you, just so you know. I'm not making this stuff up, and I want you to verify it for yourself. Here's the numbers, okay? Look at this. We have South Korea in red, and then we got the blue, or the green, whatever you want to call it. Let's call it teal. Let's compromise. Let's call it teal. You see here, this is when the virus got to both of our countries, January 19th, January 20th, same day. And South Korea started testing, okay? Right here. There we go. They started the testing. I'm going to come down a little bit. There we go, so you can see better. Look at all this testing. Now they're testing in South Korea. It's growing in South Korea. They're going in South Korea. By the time we even start registering, South Korea is already done. I'll adjust. Give me a second. Going back to the screen, there we go. On March 7th, South Korea had done 180,000 tests. We hadn't even hit 4,000 because the CDC under Trump screwed up the tests. And that's why we have 80,000 dead, and South Korea has 256 dead. 256 against 80,000. So I'm glad you suggested taking a look at those numbers. There they are. Soku also received the DNA of the virus 9 days before USA and so nobody received the DNA of the virus. That's completely false. China released the blueprints first off, a virus doesn't have DNA, critical political thinking, so I'm done talking to you. You're an idiot. A virus has RNA. I mean... Nice try. Okay, guys, I'll be back with more live stream in a while.